What's good, my little community? Welcome back to another lovely, beautiful, sexy, amazing video with the equally lovely, equally beautiful, equally sexy, and equally amazing lit. I already know what time it is. Now let's go. Now guys, unfortunately today I'm actually reporting that rapper Yxng Bane has announced he will be retiring from music. Yes, Mr. And I'm living la vida loca.
That's not the way you sing that song, man.
Himself says he's done with it. This is crazy news and we're going to break it all down, but you already know what you got to do. You just got to like, comment, subscribe to keep up to date every time I drop a banger like this one. And hit that noti, because you ain't a nitty, so you can be the first to know when one of these videos comes out. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now guys, if you didn't already know, Yxng Bane took to Twitter to announce his retirement, and he had this to say. And this is in all caps, by the way. Dear music, I love you so much, but after my first album is released this year, it will be my last. I love you always. Now, this is all the information that we have about this at present. It's unclear what the exact reason is for why he's, you know, quote unquote quitting music. People in the comments didn't seem to care. They were clowning him all the way through for the most part, basically calling him irrelevant and saying they don't care. But you know, if I had to put on my Inspector Gadget hat, I have to, you know, assimilate that this is definitely something to do with his label. If you didn't already know, Yxng Bane is signed to Tiny Temper under Disturbing London Records, and given the fact that in this tweet he's actually said that he loves music, it's definitely not a retirement out of him being, you know, tied with his craft or anything like that. If I had to take a wild guess, I'd assume he's been having a multitude of issues with his label behind the scenes, and then probably to do with him wanting to make music the way he wants to and them not being supportive of it. Maybe they want him to be a bit more commercial and he's trying to get back to his street roots, something like that. I don't know, I'm just guessing. And then in the end, he's just gotten tired of the whole debacle, the whole back and forth between them, and he thought, you know what, I want to get out, I want to leave the label, but probably I still need to fulfill my legal obligation, which is giving them one more project, because he's released 2 so far, so this would be his 3rd, because the label, sometimes they don't always say, oh, it has to be an album. It could just be you're signed for 3 bodies of work, so mixtape, album, EP, whatever. So yeah, he gives them one more project and then that's it, he's done. And that is my guess on what's going on. Of course, I could be completely wrong. That could just be a load of BS and it could be something else completely, but I feel like that's the most logical and estimated guess about what could be going on. I mean, I'm sure he might clarify what the real reason is in the future, but for now, that's what I'm thinking is going on. Maybe you lot can agree or disagree in the comments, let me know. I will say that for Yxng Bane, despite the fact that he is quite a talented rapper, he's really been quite absent from the scene in the past few years. I haven't really heard a song from him that's been making much noise in the streets recently. I think since about 2018, if I'm honest. You know, there was a couple of songs off HBK mixtape, the Problem record with Fredo, and that Needed Time song as well. They were bubbling up. I mean, yes, he has still been dropping music, but of the 9 songs that he dropped between 2019 and 2020, only 3 of those songs actually charted. I think one of those was only top 10, and then the other 2 were like ranked 66 on the charts or something like that. So nothing, you know, mind-blowing or that's gonna have the clubs going crazy. But yeah, the point of that is he hasn't really been making the dents in the music industry that we've seen from him in previous years with songs like Fine Wine or Rihanna or Vroom. You know, stuff like that was like certified bangers in his own right, and I just haven't seen that from him in quite a while. He's been really ghosting, if I'm honest. Personally, I think he's way too young to retire. I mean, shit, he's Yxng Bane. It's literally in his name, you know, for crying out loud. He's Yxng Bane, but he's definitely got a lot more to give and a lot more in the tank, but we'll just have to see what happens. For all we know, this could be a publicity stunt. It could be a marketing tactic. Rappers do this all the time. They could get pressured from their label to try and boost their sales for the next album. So they go out and say, oh, this next album will be my last. So everyone goes and buys this album because they think it's going to be the last. And then the label looks at the numbers and is like, oh, damn, people really mess with this guy. Yeah, let's sign him on for 3 more albums. And then they're like, oh, okay, cool. I'm back in my label's good graces. I can make the music I want to now. Thank you. And then they say, nope, I'm not retiring anymore. It happens all the time. I don't see it happening as much in the UK, more so in America, but at this point, anything's possible. But let me know what you think about that in the comment section down below. What do you think about this announcement from Yxng Bane that he's going to be retiring from music? You let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We're on the road to 600 subs. You already know what time it is. You can follow me on my personal IG at @theonlylit_ENT. If you care about what I do, I'm not making these bangers for you. I post updates on Twitter as well, so you might as well follow me on there. Because what else are you doing with your life? Absolutely nothing, mate. Stay black. And if you're not black, stay whatever race you are. I bet. Peace.
Oh, you ain't know I could sing?